Hi, Carl here for ProAV TV, and this is the Kinefinity Terra 4K. And it's one of the most exciting cameras that I've used in a long time, and I think that's for two main reasons. The amount of features it has is the obvious one, and I'm going to go through what it can do in more detail in a minute. But I think a large part of why it's been getting so much interest in the industry in such a short period of time is just simply because it's something new for us all. I mean, Kinefinity is a brand that many of you will be unfamiliar with, which is very understandable. Up until recently, they've been very focused down on the Asian market, and so haven't really made much ground in the UK or been featured much on any of the major reviewers online. So rather than an in-depth video on this camera, I thought the first video I should make is one to introduce you all to the brand as a whole and try and pick apart a little who Kinefinity are and what they're all about. So the Terra 4K is Kinefinity's sixth camera, and although the design has changed dramatically over time, the concept has been fairly similar. They've all been raw shooting cinema cameras, focusing on the highest possible performance at the lowest possible price. I mean, they clearly believe in giving customers what they're asking for, like support for widely adopted codecs like ProRes, or raw recording, standard batteries and media, a small form factor and a low price point. I mean, the spec sheet of the latest Kinefinity cameras does seem a little bit like a fantasy wish list. So a few months ago, Kinefinity released this camera, the Terra 4K. We hadn't taken on their previous cameras, but it looked like this one ticked all of our boxes. So fast forward a few months to now, and we've agreed to take them on to effectively be the UK home of Kinefinity. We'll be handling all sales for the UK, plus investing in our own demo units like this one to get them out there into people's hands. We'll also be handling all of the support for the UK. The plan is to be able to repair cameras here on site in Hemel Hempstead, and we handle any communication back and forth that needs to happen with Kinefinity. So if you're a Kinefinity customer in the UK, the whole experience will be much easier and much more streamlined. We've shown the camera at a few recent trade shows, at the BSC show, BVE, and the photography show, and the reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. Philip Bloom has also released his 51-minute review of the Terra 4K, so for more in-depth information right now, you should definitely take a look at that. And we'll of course be having our own open days and events on the camera soon enough. So Kinefinity will be a brand that you'll definitely be hearing more about over the next few years. They're growing quickly. They're opening a new factory in May, they're hiring more staff to keep up with demand, and they're going to keep on improving these products. I'll be making several videos taking a more in-depth look at the Terra 4K soon, but I'll give you a brief idea now of what this camera is capable of. Because this is a tiny 900 grams brain that can shoot 4K ProRes up to 75 frames a second or 100 frames a second if you cropped 2.4:1 cinema scope. And the image from this camera is just beautiful. This is some of Bloom's footage so far to give you an idea of what the sensor can do. It's worth pointing out that all of the footage recorded so far, including what you're looking at now, has been ProRes footage, because the camera hasn't been enabled for RAW yet. That's coming very soon. Plus, if you drop down to 1080p, you can get up to 240 frames a second, like Philip here did in the snow, and it's just beautiful. You can also fit pretty much any lens onto the camera, as the lens mounts are interchangeable. So if you're using Canon EF lenses, Sony E-mount, Nikon F, or even PL lenses, you'll be covered. There's a lot to love about this camera. But the Terra 4K is just part of Kinefinity's new lineup of cameras. They've just announced the Mavo and the Mavo LF. Two new cinema cameras with a very similar physical size to the Terra 4K, but with different sized sensors, 6K recording, and some redesigned controls, which is very nice. The Terra 4K has a 1.85 times sized sensor, whereas the Mavo has a super 35mm sensor and the Mavo LF has a full frame sensor. So Kinefinity will soon have a full lineup of powerful cinema cameras for each level of the market, which is really exciting. We'll be seeing the Mavo for the first time at NAB in a few weeks, so I'll definitely be making a video on it then, and more in-depth content on all their cameras will of course be coming afterwards. But I wanted to make this video now to introduce Kinefinity as a brand to those who haven't heard of them yet, and I'm sure you'll all still have lots of questions. So ask us anything you want in the comment section down below, or just email it to us and we'll do our best to answer any questions that you have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.